Welcome to the B-335 Tristates and Decoder Logic Circuits Lab. This is part B where I'm going to cover the dual decoder. Okay, let's go ahead and use our Multisim to design a dual decoder. So we'll just start with one at a time here. And so first thing let's do is we're going to need, and I'm going to go ahead and use our output as an AND gate because that's real easy, because we're going to have to put a control gate on it to flash them. So let's just start with an AND gate. He's going to be our output, and we're just 7408. Okay. Alrighty. And we're just going to test him, so we're going to use a probe. Cool. Okay, so we're going to need an input. So let's make up a code. I don't want to do the homework for you, so let's call this first one. So let's go to place, text. And let's go ahead, let's make that bigger. Let's make it like 14 or something so we don't miss it. Okay, so let's do a 1, 0, 0, 1. And I'm going to copy him. Maybe I won't. Okay, we'll write a new one later. Okay, so we're going to have 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, so let's make this larger. Okay, so we have 1, 0, 1, 1, and I don't believe that I say what kind of gates this will be. So what we have here is we need a 1, 1, 1. So let's go ahead and use the gates that provide that. Okay, so I have 1, 1. That's going to be a 1. So let's just go ahead and use another AND gate. Good. And so that should take care of these two. And what's going to provide us 1 also? So that would be a, so we have 0, 0, we want a 1. That would be our NOR gate. Okay. Alrighty, so let's provide our switches here. So again, we're going to use our basic switch SPDT, and we're going to need 4 of them, right? Because we're going to put 4 codes in. Let's go ahead and finish it up before we do that. So let's flip vertically. Let's see if he's working. Yeah. So that's going to go there, and let's use a ground. We got VCC, so let's just go ahead and keep our VCC, and we get all our messages, and let's grab a ground. Good deal. Okay, so now we have a switch. Let's go ahead and that thing keep coming back. So let's move this way down here. Maybe let's move that up there a little bit. Okay, so let's copy this. Actually, let's just copy the switch and then we'll. Alright. So this guy's going to go here. And this one's going to go to the bottom. Okay. So let's take this guy and we're going to move him all the way down so I can connect them. Alright, and we're going to use the bottom one as our lows. Less confusion. And let's grab our BCC. Let's move them way over here. And let's go. Okay, so let's go here. Here. That's fine. Okay, let's see here. So we got 4. So let's make our grounds green. So we're going to go net color. Let's grab a bright green. Alright, so it's not as confusing. So now we have a decoder. So let me go ahead and let's go ahead and zoom in. And let's move this back. Okay. So we have our decoder. So let's go ahead and put in our code. So first thing let's do is let's change the switches. And we're going to call him A. And we're going to call him B. C. And D. Otherwise, we left them all spaced. We wouldn't get our code. It'd all be the same. So what's our code now? We have 1, so we want him up. Then we want B down 0, and we want C down 0, and we want D up. So we have 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. The problem is this isn't going to work. Okay. So let's go ahead and clean this up. Okay. So since this is a 1, we want an and this is an OR, so we want zeros. So we need to swap 2 of these. So let's go ahead and undo that, and this is a low. Okay, so since B is a low, we want him to go to the NOR gate. And this is a high, so we want him to go to the AND gate. Okay, so now our code is, so we've got a high, high, and here we have a low, low, which gets us a high. So now we should, our code should work. Let's start it, and it does. So let's just tinker with D, yep, and C, yep, and B, and A. So we have a discrete decoder that only allows one code in, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, we're back. Now we have one of our dual decoders, so let's go ahead and do the other one. So first thing I want to do is let's go ahead and zoom all the way out. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and copy. Get out of there. Okay, we want to copy. It's just not wanting to work. Get out of the way. So let's copy these. Alright. Good. So now we have our second decoder. Okay, so let's make up a code here. Let's see, 1, 1. Let's go to place, text, back to 14, and let's do 1100. Okay, good. And so this is going to be A, B, C, D. So we're going to go back and use our same switches again. So since 1, so we're going to go to A. Let's move that out so I have enough meat to grab onto. Okay, there's our A. And we need B because it's also high. Okay, and we have lows, so C, and D. What a mess, but we'll fix it. Okay, so let's go ahead and move these out here. I'm not going to be able to zoom it like I want to, but that's okay. Let's get him out of here. Okay. Good. Kind of. So let's clean this up. Okay. That's good enough for now. Good. So now we have a dual decoder. So let's go ahead and input in our code for the second one. So we want to be high A. So we're going to go high B, low C, low D. So we should get this light and this not. So let's go ahead and get rid of all our nonsense. Good. So now we have our lower decoder working according to that code. So we have two different codes, and those are the only two that are going to work. One's going to light the top one, one's going to light the bottom one. So let's shut it down, and let's go ahead and copy and paste, and we're going to make our flasher. Okay, and we're going to need two of these. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move our probes over, and I'm going to use this one. This is going to be our control gate. And we're going to that logic probe. This is going to be our control gate for this one. So let's move our okay, now we need our control signal for these two. So we're going to go to source, and we're going to go to signal voltage, and I am going to grab a clock voltage. Okay. And let's borrow a okay, so we're going to run our clock up to here, and our clock here. It could look prettier, but you guys could get the idea. So let's open this one up, and we're going to do 10 hertz. See if that's fast enough. Okay, so now it looks like we have this one code, so let's see if we can get it to flash. Now let's slow that down. It's probably computer speed. Let's make it 5. Good. So let's put in our other code here and see if we get the top one to flash. So we've got 1, B should be 0, C should be 0, and D should be 1. And we got the top one. Perfect. We got our decoder.